say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
All right, race fans, welcome to DeltaCam.com presents Thursday night Throwdown Truck Series here, championship race live from Richmond International Speedway alongside Craig Burns. This is Michael Sheffield up in the Evolution Racing Network booth here, ready for an exciting second race of the doubleheader here from Richmond. Craig, difference being we're looking at 150 laps. These guys are going to have to pit here. What do you expect to see here in the night in the Truck Series?
Sheffield, we come here to Richmond, short track style, sparks are gonna fly. It's championship night here for the Delta Camp Thursday night throwdown. Pit stops will take place. I'm thinking about halfway, 75 laps maybe, Sheffield. Depending on a caution, these cars are going to be loose, or trucks I should say, loose all night long on corner entry and corner exit. It's going to be a fun one tonight.
Yeah, and just like the ARCA series, we talked about it there. It's going to be a tight points battle race coming into the night for the championship. We're looking right now at your championship leader coming into the race by 3 points, and that is the number 27 machine of Gabriel Ellison. Running second points is going to be the 46 machine of Dane Cruz. 3 points behind him coming into this race. And your third place in points is Clinton Sneed, your ARCA Series champion this year. Just won here in the previous broadcast here. Won the race and the championship for Season 2 in the ARCA Series. They're going to be your top three coming into tonight.
Sheffield, it's going to pay dividends for Clint Sneed, the number 49. Dane Cruz and Gabriel Olsen are going to have to battle that number 49 because he just went 100 laps, flag to flag, led every single lap. We see him get a little loose there coming out of corner exit, but that's what you expect here at practice. You're finding that fine line, Sheffield. But these guys, it's going to be door-to-door, side-by-side racing action all night long here from Richmond.
And your fastest truck in practice so far has been that number 53 machine, as you see on pit road right now, Landon Lacey. Gabriel Ellison with the second quickest time in practice, and Clinton Sneed with the third quickest time, and Dane Cruz now with the fourth quickest time here. So, 150 laps, they're gonna have to pit. We know that fuel window of a little over 100 laps. Green flag to checkered flag. Long green flag going the ARCA series here, and just coming in just to let everybody know the points battle. Gabriel Ellison at 324 points, Dane Cruz at 321, and Clinton Sneed with 288 here. There's multiple factors that can determine the championship tonight. Everything from pole position, leading a lap, leading the most laps, fastest lap, and then the race winner. It's several factors that come into play tonight.
Absolutely, Sheffield. We see the number 46 of Dane Cruz. He's going to go out there and try to lay down the fastest lap to gain that bonus point for getting the pole here. So we'll see what the number 46 Toyota Tundra can do as he's rolling right now through 1 and 2.
Yeah, and talking about the points here, the way they run the points is they do have one drop race here, and it looks like right now Dane Cruz's drop race would be 35 points. So he's guaranteed at least 35 points here coming in, and we're looking at him right now here in qualifying. He's at the top of the board with 22.36. Landon Lacey laid down a 22.40 first time by. I'll see what happens this time.
Dane Cruz for his final time by, he'll go down to a 22.07. Landon Lacey to the point though with a 21.96. So new pole right now is Landon Lacey.
Yeah, Landon Lacey we saw was the quickest there in practice. See who else we got on the track now. Looks like we do have Clinton Sneed here. See if I can catch a glimpse of him here. Having a little trouble with my camera acting up right now. There we go. I got Douglas Newbinging up anyway. Here, looks like this will be his second lap.
Douglas Newbinging for his second time around here in Richmond. We'll slot him third place with a 22.08.
Let's go back. Got the points leader on track right now. It's a 27 machine of Gabriel Ellison here. See what he can lay down in qualifying. As we talked about, these were, Landon Lacey, Dane Cruz, Gabriel Ellison, Clinton Sneed with top 4 in practice. See what Gabriel can lay down. First lap was a 22.39 that moves him to 4th. See what he can lay down here on the second lap.
I like what I see out of Gabriel Ellison. Really arcing the car in the corners right now, coming down the back straightaway into turn number 3. That is a 27 Clinton's, or the Sneed competition design machine. Going to cross the line as he will be slotted in P number 4 with a 22.09.
Yeah, right now Landon Lacey with that 21.955. Dane Cruz with a 22.07. Looks like we've got 7 trucks have taken time. Looks like we're going to have a field of 9 trucks here in this championship race here from Richmond. Qualifying still have a little bit over about a minute and 45 seconds left. So we'll see if anybody comes back, if any of these other 2 drivers come out. It's just Robert Colgan and Forrest Bullen have not elected to take qualifying time as of yet.
Sheffield, 150 laps tonight from Richmond. The short track, the tires are going to be screaming at you at about lap 30 to 40, I'd say. Burn a caution that these cars or these trucks can go about 100 laps a tank. What's the strategy going through these drivers' mind?
You might see short pits. You might see halfway. I expect to see some drivers pit halfway. Your points leaders here battling for that championship are gonna probably reflect off each other unless they come in with a set strategy, run enough laps to know what's gonna work best for them. We saw Clinton Sneed with the early jump there in the ARCA series get a good gap there in the lead and was able to maintain for 100 laps there. Held about at least a 1.5 second lead pretty much the whole race here. So curious to see if anybody's going to be able to do that here in the truck series. Same track, a little different of a beast here. I expect these trucks to get a little tighter a little earlier than those ARCA cars.
Absolutely, and we heard from the interviews that the track changed from practice, so I wonder if the track has changed right now for these truck drivers, if that's what's going through their mind. But we did see Landon Lacey throw down the fastest lap, and he does claim the SimRacerHub.com pole award here tonight from Richmond. So Landon Lacey going to play a little factor for Dane Cruz and Gabriel Ellison.
Yeah, that's going to be that 1 point that Dane Cruz will not be able to get here. Landon Lacey's going to take that point away. So, that's still going to give Gabriel Ellison a 3-point lead coming into this. As now looks like qualifying is winding down. We're going to take a quick commercial break. We're going to come back with your starting grid from Richmond International Raceway.
To build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
All right, race fans, welcome back to Evolution Racing Network's coverage of the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Truck Series here for the championship race live from Richmond International Speedway here. Going to go through your starting grid for tonight's race. Your pole sitter with the SimRacerHub.com pole award would be Landon Lacey and a number 53 machine. Starting to his outside will be Dane Cruz and a number 46 machine. Starting third, the 98 of Douglas Newbigging. Starting fourth, Gabriel Ellison and the number 27 machine. Starting fifth, Clinton Sneed and the number 49 machine.
Starting sixth, the number 20 is Brayden Zimmerman. Starting seventh, in the number 33 in the Chevy Silverado, Joshua Clemens. Starting eighth, in the number 94, Robert Colgan. And starting shotgun iron field tonight in the number 2, Forrest Bolin. And that is your grid tonight here for Richmond. Championship night, Sheffield. Sparks going to fly. Short track racing underneath the lights. Let's get ready to go throw it out.
Yeah, we will have 2 pace laps here, as it is a short track on the service here, so we'll go green. Should be next time by Landon Lacey, your quickest in practice and top qualifier here tonight, will lead the field off for 150 laps. They do have 3 extra sets of tires in the pits here. Tires will be a major factor here tonight. Fuel, we do know they're going to have to pit at least once with that 105 lap rough estimate fuel run here. So we're going to see some varying strategies here. See who has the best one coming in.
Pace car rolling down the back straightaway, coming into turn number 3. The field lined up. They're all going to be chasing Landon Lacey down into turn number 1. The iRacing.com pace truck making the left-hander down pit road as the Delta Cam presents Thursday Night Throwdown. Green flags in the air here for Richmond for the championship.
Landon Lacey with a good jump here. He's going to lead them down in turn number 1. Dane Cruz on his outside. He's going to be able to slot for the second position. 98 machine of Douglas Newbigging battling for third there with Clinton Sneed on the inside. Dane Cruz now looking to the inside, trying to get that early lead. If he can lead this lap, this will give him 1 bonus point. Now the gap is going to be 2 points here for the championship. Dane Cruz has a point.
Big move for Dane Cruz to take the lead over Landon Lacey, the quickest driver in practice and qualifying. And then third, we find Gabriel Ellison, the number 27. So they're all chasing Dane Cruz coming into turn number 3.
Yeah, early move by Dane Cruz. Get that point quick. Close that gap. Is right now, it's going to be a tight battle here. As they sit, it's pretty much, if they would finish where they're at right now, that would pretty much make it a dead even. It would have to go to a tiebreaker here. Still plenty of racing to go, though, here from Richmond.
Dane Cruz out to about a 6/10 second lead over Landon Lacey. They're single file 1 through 10 Sheffield. They're all single file right now, all trying to track down Dane Cruz.
Yeah, my apologies in the math there. Dane Cruz is to win the race. That would be 3 points. So the race winner gets 3. Lead the most laps gets points. Fastest lap gets a point. So still many factors here left. It looks like Dane Cruz is trying to get out to an early jump here. About an 8/10 of a second lead over Landon Lacey, who's going to be under tough battle here with Gabriel Ellison. Gabriel Ellison looking to the inside, going to 3 and 4. Going to clear him easily. Looked like Landon knew that what was on the line there and just let him kind of go on by. There's no reason to fight this early. You've got 145 laps to go.
Right now, Dane Cruz still out front, and now he has Gabriel Ellison in his tracks. He's about a second back from Dane Cruz, and Douglas Newbiggy right now working on Landon Lacey for that third spot. And we talked about factors on the top of the show, Sheffield. A loose truck. I saw Douglas Newbiggy getting a little loose on corner exit, so that's something that we have to watch all night long.
Yeah, especially these trucks coming off turn number 2 have a tendency for the right rear to want to come around. You're just a little too heavy on the throttle, a little bit too much wheel into it. Green tires are early in the run are especially bad here. Then we talked about in the ARCA series, coming off 3 and 4, getting that good drive off the corner. You can really push that truck early and getting the gas, pretty early coming off that corner. But as the run goes on, you have to wait a little bit longer. Whereas the guys that'll be able to hug that bottom line, maybe half throttle, maybe 3/4 max, and then get back on it when the truck settles back out. You'll see those guys over the long run start making up gain here. But as they run right now, Dane Cruz now out to a little over 8/10 of a second lead over your points leader coming in. That'd be Gabriel Ellison here. These two in a tight championship battle here. Still plenty of racing here to go from Richmond.
Looking back in the 5th position, that's where you find Clinton Sneed. He's ahead of about a pack of 4 trucks right now. He's over Robert Colgan, Brand Zimmerman, and Josh Clemens here at Richmond. And right now, I think Clinton Sneed is really trying to just save tires. He took a little notes earlier. What you say, Sheffield? That this thing could potentially go green.
Yeah, he's looking probably long run here tonight. He's quite a few points down. Barring anything crazy, I believe the battle is gonna be between the front 2 runners right now, and that'd be Dane Cruz and Gabriel Ellison here coming in. We knew last week it's gonna be a tough championship battle, but that just shows you the level of competition in both of these leagues here. Both of these championships coming in 3-point difference between first and second.
That's absolutely amazing, especially when you come to the iRacing leagues here, especially at Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. The competition is so high, it's so great. I love watching and calling these races, Sheffield, every night. It's green flag racing, green flag pit stops. Right now, they're all chasing Dane Cruz.
Yeah, we talk about it earlier in the season. You're thinking, oh, it's early in the season. Have an incident here, incident there. You park your truck on pit lane. But if you can go out and get a couple laps, get another position, now is the time that point really matters. When you get down to the end of the season and there's a 1 point, 2 point, 3 point difference, every little point matters, and we talked about a drop race. So basically, to give the viewers at home don't understand what we mean by the drop race. Basically, if you run, say they run 10 races here, what they'll do is they'll say only 8 or 9 of the races count. So your worst week's points will go away. Everybody will be judged on the same number of weeks, and it'll be your best 8, 9 races, how many ever they figure here. So with the drop race, if you have a wreck or you have a bad week, that can go out the window as long as you don't have another worse week.
Sheffield, it's so cool when leagues throw in the drop race because everyone has lives. It's not all about iRacing. Right tonight it is, but when you can't make a race, it really benefits you there in that perspective, especially when you go to the longer seasons. This being a 10-week season, it's cool to have a drop race because 10 consistent weeks can be tough on someone.
Yeah, looking up front at the battle here, their times are pretty much neck and neck. 22.79 of Dane Cruz to a 22.82 of Gabriel Ellison. Looks like Gabriel's closing just a little bit, just a hair over 7/10 now. As you see, a little different run there in 3 and 4. Gabriel was able to drive it just a little bit further in 3 and 4. I'll take a look this time, the difference in 1 and 2.
Still rolling the bottom yellow line right now, as Gabriel Ellison might just be, consistent with his tires, Sheffield. Maybe he doesn't want to push it as he knows that a long green flag is in the near future.
Yeah, the difference I'm seeing in the lines is primarily in 1 and 2. Last time by, it looked like Gabriel Ellison took a little bit of higher entry, rolled the truck down towards the yellow line on exit to give him that run off speed, Maybe trying to save a little bit of right front tire, not giving it too much as he's getting it break down. We'll take a look here at the lines in 1 and 2 to see if we can see much difference here. Looks like they're both running about the same line there, 1 and 2. And that's where the truck's going to get really tight coming off 1 and 2. You don't want to find that outside wall. It's very easy to do. Truck can get loose, and as the truck tightens up, it's harder and harder. That wall gets closer and closer, quicker and quicker.
Sheffield, that outside wall coming out turn number 2 will jump out at you in a hurry. And you don't want that to happen, as there is no quick fixes tonight here for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. So the truck that you have is the one that you want to keep clean all night long. But they're doing a great job right now. Coming to lap number 22 out of 150, caution free.
Yeah, battle's still up front now. It's closed down to a little over a half second. Gabriel Ellison making up a little bit of time here on Dane Cruz. Looking through the field here, it's like a lot of guys are still single file. See some groups spread out. Clinton Sneed kind of out in the middle between the front pack and the back, the further back pack here, led by Robert Colgan. 20 Brandon Zimmerman is now running in 7th. 8th is Josh Clements, and 9th is Forrest Bullen here. But as we mentioned out front, the championship battle is between the guys running 1st and 2nd on the track right now.
Right now it's closing down to about a 4/10 second lead. Dane Cruz has over Gabriel Ellison. Ellison inching closer and closer every single lap, as right now they're rolling through 1 and 2. Dane Cruz still your race leader.
Yeah, you see Dane Cruz working off 1 and 2. Gabriel Ellison directly in tow. Then Landon Lacey about 1.3 seconds back. Leader 22.95, Ellison 22.96. Well, excuse me, last lap just scored. Dane Cruz 23.07, Gabriel Ellison 23.02. Now about 4/10 of a second, so slowly but surely catching the front. Lap 25 out of 150. Now's when that tire wear is really going to come into play, Craig.
Yeah, and Gabriel Ellison's really driving the truck in turn number 3, so he won't have the exit speed, but he definitely closes in on Dane Cruz on corner entry. You don't want to do that for too long, Sheffield, as that will tear your right front up as you see him get closer and closer every lap here. It's down about 3/10.
Yeah, it's down to about 3/10, and you talk about, you've got to consider your right front on entry and your right rear on exit. They're going to be your two major factors here. You burn the right front up on entry, you burn the right rear up on exit. You got to find that balance here, which we saw Clinton Sneed do an excellent job of earlier in the ARCA series.
Yeah, going back to the ARCA series, Sheffield, a dominating performance by Clinton Sneed. He's now sitting in P5 as he's a ways back from the championship lead. It's a lot of things would have to happen. I actually don't think it's mathematically can happen for him to win the championship. But right now, Gabriel Ellison really trying to chase down Dane Cruz, and he's got it down to about 2.5 or 2/10.
Yeah, we've got a battle back here. Brandon Zimmerman and Robert Colgan battling for the 6th position. Brandon Zimmerman now on the inside of Robert Colgan. Colgan battling back on that high side here. Let's see who can pull the position here through turns 1 and 2. Zimmerman with a little bit of advantage. He's going to be able to pull off that pass. So Brandon Zimmerman up to 6th position.
Good move by the number 20 of Brandon Zimmerman to get by Robert Colgan. But right now the battle is heating up for the lead as Gabriel Ellison right now has Dane Cruz in his tracks.
Yeah, this battle and tightening up. The gap gets just smaller and smaller as laps go by here. You're talking 1,000th of a second gap difference, one lap to the other, and these guys' times are so close to each other right now. Last time by 23:15 for Cruz, 23:19 for Ellison, but 23:12 for Landon Lacey here. So he may be just sitting in 3rd, saving a little bit of tire, maybe for a little bit later run here. See Ellison really close that gap there on the entry of 3 and 4.
Ellison doing everything he can to get to the back tailgate of Dane Cruz right now as we're on lap 32 out of 150. A long race, Sheffield. Still a lot of laps left, a lot of laps to really consider your tire wear. These guys right now, though, really battling it out.
You know, and Gabriel is thinking, I need to get to the front, probably get that point for a lap lead here, equal it back out to 3 points, you know, because the guy that leads the most laps is going to get a point. You know, it's, you know, they got this math in their head. They know what they've got to do tonight coming into here. Every point that they can get, you know, these guys have calculated and figured out, you know, this is what I need to do coming in to secure the championship, or this is what I need to do coming in to win the championship.
Absolutely. These guys are driving right now like madmen. Dane Cruz right now trying to hold off Gabriel Ellison, but still a lot of racing left, Sheffield. And a pit stop, you have to execute your pit stop too. You have to get down to pit road speed, maintain it. Don't be too fast on entrance. You cannot slide your boxes. You'll lose football fields in seconds.
Yeah, and as I talked about it a minute ago, Landon Lacey now in the 53 machine, your pole sitter slowly closing the gap to these guys up front. And if they get to racing side by side, that's going to allow him to close in a little bit faster.
Yeah, Landon Lacey really finding something right now. As his last lap was a 23.19 compared to your leader with a 23.27. That changed. I think he ran a 23.33 before that. So Landon Lacey right now really trying to close the gap.
Just to show everybody on track, you know, what the gaps are looking like here. From first to third, we're going to go to our blimp cam here. See if you can get a little look here at the peak. Just about to see what about a little over a second looks like here at Richmond. It's not a lot of time. It's not a lot of, you know, track here, but as you see up front, Dane Cruz and Gabriel Ellison still about 0.2 of a second difference between these two. Lap times are about 0.002 difference. So these guys are running neck and neck right now.
Gabriel Ellison right now really searching the track. I see him go up high. He's coming down low this time, coming out exit. He's really trying to find out where he can beat Dane Cruz. It's all about the setup here when it comes to iRacing, especially here at Richmond. You really have to drive the car. And then, so Gabriel Ellison right now still tracking down Dane Cruz.
You brought up a good fact here, and I'm going to use your own terminology here, Craig. You talk about the race within the race. That's the battle on pit road. Races can be won, can be lost there. It's all about getting the truck woed down enough to make pit road speed. You don't want to go too slow. You don't want to go too fast, because that marshal on pit road will write you that ticket. You got to come back in and serve it. Green flag stops, all about the position in your box. So much can go right or so much can go wrong on pit road.
Absolutely, and that sheriff doesn't care who you are. You can be the best guy in the world, or you can just be some average Joe. He will write you a ticket, and it's a harsh one. It'll ruin your race in a matter of seconds. As we see someone coming down pit road, that is Joshua Clemens, Sheffield, making an early pit stop here on lap 41.
Yeah, lap 41 here, third way in the race. He does have 3 sets of tires. Maybe a gamble here. You got to gamble with the strategy sometimes. See if you can find something that nobody else is going to do. Could put you in a good position here.
As he will be going a lap down to Dane Cruz and the rest of the field, and he's probably going to lose another lap, so we're going to have to keep an eye out on that as Joshua Clemens deciding to come down pit road early. It's got to be a scheduled stop. He's just going off kill with the rest of the field, Sheffield. Hopefully something will pan out.
Well, doing the math here, at lap 40, he has enough fuel to make it the rest of the way if he fills it full of gas here. So this may be a strategy call. One pit stop, you know, maybe make up enough time. These guys pit. Dane Cruz hits the wall there coming out of turn number 2. Gabriel Ellison's going to take the point. You see damage now on that 46 machine. He's going to still look back to the inside of Gabriel Ellison here. Gabriel Ellison now takes the lead here at Richmond.
Top break for the 46 of Dane Cruz, and that allows Landon Lacey to come in line. So it's going to be a 3-way battle here for the lead. But your new race leader, Gabriel Ellison, as they come out turn number 2.
Now with that lap, Gabriel Ellison leading that lap there, that's going to balance it back out to a 3-point lead here for Gabriel Ellison. Damage on that 46 machine, I'm wondering how much that's going to affect him. As you can see that right front, just a little bit of damage there, and that's all it takes here, Richmond. A little touch on that outside wall.
Absolutely, Sheffield. You hit the wall just a little bit, and your car drives completely different than how it was the last 40 laps. What Dane Cruz has to go out there, shake it off, realize that there's a lot more racing to go. The damage doesn't look too bad. It's not an aero track, so it's all about the motor damage. And he might not have a lot more damage, but that number 46 will not be driving the same as it once did.
Yeah, it's going to affect his turn in for sure. See what he can find. Maybe can change his lineup a little bit. Maybe find something over the long run here. But right now, that damage looks like it's taking a little bit of toll there on the 46. Gabriel Ellison out to the lead. Your pole sitter here, Landon Lacey, moves up to second. As he's working his way, trying to fight back for this lead.
Lacey doing a great job, Sheffield, and that number 53 really rebounding from where he was sliding back early in the run. Maybe he was saving some tires, some Goodyear left, as he's right now closing in on Gabriel Ellison. He's about the 3/10 back that Gabriel Ellison was from Dane Cruz, as they're coming down the back straightaway here, coming to lap number 49.
Yeah, coming to lap 49 here, almost a third of the way in. So here comes, the strategy is anybody going to try to split it into threes. With the 100 laps of fuel, I think it's going to be probably a one-stop race here. And if it remains under green, Dane Cruz will not probably be able to get any damage fixed there on that number 46 machine here. So there's plenty of factors that still can come into play. But as of right now, Gabriel Ellison comes in as your points leader, has balanced it back out on the points, should be holding about a 3-second lead in the championship points, as he is your leader now from Richmond.
Gabriel Ellison out in front, Landon Lacey, and then all your Josh Clemens fans, he has taken it back to the garage. The early pit stop must have been a malfunction, but Joshua Clemens, the number 33, his night comes early here at lap 51.
And it looks like the leaders will be making their way to, you got Forrest Bullen will be the first lap truck, but he's going to hit pit road here. So Forrest Bullen now in pit lane here on lap number 51 out of 150. Maybe getting his 4 fresh tires and Sunoco fuel here for about a 100-lap run to the end.
It's a bold strategy, but I like it, Sheffield. It's off what the leaders are doing. Barring a caution, he does have enough gas to make it the rest of the way, as all these trucks will when they come down pit road. So we'll just have to wait and see what happens. Right now, Gabriel Ellison still holding off Landon Lacey, and then Dane Cruz is sitting in third.
Looking at the times here, Cruz's time was last time by was only about a 0.04 off of the leader here. So I'm not sure, at this point in the run, how much that damage is going to hurt him. You see this battle up front, now the gap about 0.4 of a second. So Landon Lacey just basically stalking Ellison, kind of close to resembles how close Ellison was behind Dane Cruz earlier in the run.
Absolutely, Sheffield. As right now, I think Dane Cruz really wants a caution to assess the damage. That's what I would think, to make sure that the car is still intact, as he's just slowly creeping away from the second place of Landon Lacey. Right now, Gabriel Ellison is really charging. He's trying to set sail on Landon Lacey. Now it's 7/10 lead.
Looks like Landon Lacey got a little bit of the outside wall there coming out of 2 last time by. I'm not sure. I glimpsed it on the camera. He was able to get it back off the wall, but it looked like he made some contact there with the outside wall there out of turn number 2.
Sheffield, I think you're right, because I saw 3/10 go to 7/10 in a matter of seconds right now, but it's still 7/10 lead that Gabriel Ellison has. It's Gabriel Ellison right now can go into that tire saving mode, as I'm thinking pit stops will be around like lap 75 maybe, Sheffield.
Yeah, you can see, I don't see any damage there on the 53 machine there, but you can see the visible difference in the lines that they're running here. Gabriel Ellison kind of doing a longer swooping turn there in both ends, whereas it looks like Landon Lacey is kind of getting to the bottom a little sooner running that yellow line where Gabriel is kind of doing almost like a small diamond there to get to the yellow on exit to get that drive off here. Now Gabriel's got about an 0.8 of a second lead here on lap 58 of 150.
Yeah, and Gabriel Allison over Dane Cruz is about 2.2 seconds. So right now, Gabriel Allison looking pretty good to be crowned your Season 2 champ if the race would end right now.
Yeah, while we got a moment here, I want to say a special thank you, shout out here to the league sponsors here in and out every week, always doing so much for this league, both during the race and also outside of the race here. Always on the stream, always watching, always supporting. We certainly appreciate it. Want to say thank you to the title sponsor for the league, Delta Cam. They build custom camshafts, been in business since 1977. They are a second generation veteran owned business, as everyone knows, near and dear to my heart. They specialize in manufacturing camshafts for engine rebuilders, retail sales, your average gearhead, anybody that has got any need for a camshaft, looking to build a new engine, fix one, upgrade one, definitely check these guys out. They really take pride in their ability to fix almost any camshaft. You can check them out on Facebook at Delta Cam or on their website at www.deltacam.com. Great company, great customer service. Definitely look them up in any of your needs for any camshaft work. Give them a call. Also want to say thanks to Sim Racer Hub, formerly known as Dan Lisa. Any league admins out there, or even our racers, are very familiar with Dan Lisa. Recently acquired by Sim Racer Hub. I've already done upgrades to the site. Looks great. Lots of plans for the future. I'm excited to see what they do with the website here. You can check them out at simracerhub.com. And also want to give a special thanks to Sneak Competition Designs. They specialize in web design, data analysis, and customized computer programming. Anything you need from, you go to them with a concept of a web design you want for leagues or a business, anything, and they will get with you, ask questions, meet all of your needs there. You dream it, they will build it. They also specialize data analysis, so any iRacers out there having trouble, trying to build your own setup, need a little help there, they'll be able to analyze that data and help you build a better setup for more reliability, a little bit more speed. They also specialize in customized computer programs for Microsoft Excel and Access. So it's your one-stop shop pretty much for any computer or website needs that you've got. You can check them out at www.sneakcompetitiondesign.com. I want to thank the league sponsors there, and I also want to thank our broadcast sponsors at Folds of Honor and Butt Kicker. They're here for us week after week. Can't do anything without them.
Absolutely, and thanks to all the admins that let us right on board watch this exciting Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. It's been a blast for season number 2. This is the championship race, and while we were going over our sponsor reads, Sheffield, we had Brandon Zimmerman come down pit road, so he's going to be 2 laps down. Douglas Newbinging disconnected due to incoming packet loss. I was watching his ping, it was looking really bad, and they gave him the boot. So tough break for Douglas Newbinging. He was running in the 4th position, so that moves Clinton Sneed up to 4th. But right now they're still chasing down Gabriel Ellison.
Yeah, Landon Lacey has closed that gap now just a little bit to a little over 3/10. And I see Landon Condra could be in the race here, but he's rooting for Gabe here. I can see him in chat now yelling Gabe. So good to see you out there, Landon. Sorry you couldn't make the race here. Hopefully get to see you again, hopefully next season.
Coming to lap number 70 out of 150. The tires have to be screaming for these guys for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown, Sheffield. Maybe thinking about a pit stop. And if you're Landon Lacey, if Gabriel Allison goes down pit road, I expect him to follow.
Yeah, maybe he's going to follow here. Looking back at the other championship contender, we saw him get a little wall contact earlier, and that's the 3rd place truck of Dane Cruz. You saw that little bit of damage here. He's now about I want to say 5 seconds back here. Excuse me, 4.5 seconds back from your leader of Gabriel Ellison here. So barring any caution, I don't think he's going to be able to get any damage fixed here. He's going to have to try to come up with a strategy here, maybe find another line here. Tough break has happened to all of us, especially here at Richmond.
As we've seen the difference between new tires and old tires, that was Brandon Zimmerman getting one of his laps back over Gabriel Ellison there. As now we see Landon Lacey, that is a lap car, Robert Colgan that he's going around. But right now the difference is Sheffield about 1.5 seconds, I would say, on fresher tires. So right now it's you're really starting to think when should we come?
Yeah, and these top 3 or top 4s. We talked about Clinton Sneed sitting in third in points. He is still out on the track right now, and he is about, I want to say, 9 seconds back from the leader here. So Clinton Sneed now running in fourth. He is yet to pit. We've known him as a long run truck. You just see Robert Colgan was able to get his lap back. So Gabriel Ellison still your leader, about an 0.8 of a second lead now. 23:59 last time by to a 23:57 of Landon Lacey here. Working lap number 75 this time will be the halfway point here from Richmond International Raceway, and the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Championship race for the Truck Series.
Sheffield, I'm noticing that these trucks on corner exit are getting a little loose. These guys are really trying to control it. I think I just heard word that the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison is coming down pit road, and that is indeed fact. The number 27, Gabriel Ellison, hitting pit road.
Your points leader, race leader to this point here is now on pit road. That's going to hand the lead off to Landon Lacey here. See if he elects to pit this time by, or if he's going to stay out a little bit longer here. He's probably got about another 30 laps or so of fuel here, as he's going to stay out this time by. Second place in the championship, running second now is Dane Cruz. He's coming down pit road this time by here. So both your championship contenders have now hit pit lane. Clinton Sneed still out on the track here. He's going to move up to second place. See how long he waits as he's third in points coming in as you see him go by. Gabriel Ellison exiting the pits.
Sheffield, when you make the call to come down pit road, you have to realize that it's kind of a gamble. Yeah, I know you have that number of the halfway mark of 75, and that's what Gabriel Ellison did, but you have to hope that there's not a caution that comes out, because then they trap you a lap down, and I think that's what Landon Lacey and Clinton Sneed are going to try to do, stay out as long as they can and hope that they get the caution and trap the field a lap down.
Yeah, as you see Dane Cruz now coming off pit road. Landon Lacey now cycled, is your pole sitter now cycled back to the lead here. He's got a gap of about over 9.5 seconds here back to Clinton Sneed, who's running in second. Robert Colgan now up to third of 5 positions from the start. All 3 of these trucks yet to pit.
It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when to come down pit road. They're going to have to make one stop, Sheffield. As you know at the top of the broadcast that they can only go 105 laps, and that's a rough estimate. They could go 110. They fooled us many weeks that they've went longer and they went shorter. So right now, though, lap 81, your leader, Landon Lacey, and Clinton Sneed is in second here at the Delta Cam Thursday Night Throwdown.
Yeah, and our estimations are based off about a 20 lap to 30 lap run. We'll look at the fuel cycle to get an idea, rough estimate. The only way to know for sure is it all depends on, one, how these guys are driving the truck. Two, the truck, there's many different things come into factor. If it's a draft track, the guy up front's burning more fuel than the guys behind them. And then, you run the short tracks. It depends on your throttle input, how you're driving the brakes, how hard you're on the gas, multiple factors. You can see a 1 or 2 or maybe even 3 lap swing over a 60 lap run there of fuel. If you go out early and know you want to save fuel, you can save about 2 to 3 laps depending on the track.
Talking about saving gas, Sheffield, that's a number crunch in itself. How to save gas. I know a lot of guys that are really good at it, but you give up a lot of time clutching through the corner. Some people, I've raced with a guy that used to shut it off. Go to tracks like Indianapolis where it's a long track, the long sweeping turns. He would shut off the motor and turn. So there's a lot of different ways that you can go out there, save gas, but right now it'd be hard to ask to save 40 laps.
Yeah, it's you're only going to be able to save a handful of laps tops, and you know if you go into fuel saving mode too late in the run, you know you watch your numbers. These guys are constantly always monitoring their fuel, especially if it's going to be close. You want to see how many laps you got left. Can you make it to the end? If it's close, you're going to save a little bit because those numbers can adjust up and down a little bit. As now you see the leader Landon Lacey likes to come in pit road here on lap number 85, so he stayed out to 85 here. He's going to have a little bit fresher tires there than Gabriel Ellison and Dane Cruz. That's going to cycle Clinton Sneed around to the leader. That's going to give him that one bonus point. He still have a lap lead here. As we say now, Clinton Sneed and Robert Colgan will be the only two left not to pit. And behind Clinton Sneed, you see the 46 Dane Cruz now getting his lap back to cycle him back and get one lap back here towards the front.
Even with the damage of Dane Cruz, that's the difference in fresh tires right there. Dane Cruz just blowing right by Clinton Sneed, making him look like you're sitting still. But that's how it goes, Sheffield, here racing. You really have to save those tires all night long, as it looks like the 49 is coming down pit road.
Yeah, 49 will be coming down the pit road here on lap number 87. That's going to cycle Gabriel Ellison back to the point as they run right now. Still about 73 laps left here in Richmond. Yeah, these green flag stops are just a testament of the job these guys do week in and week out. Green flag runs. You really learn a lot about your truck, about your car over a run, and the level of competition here is just, it's so great, and it just keeps getting better and better week after week, season after season. These guys really put on a great show.
Absolutely, Sheffield is there right now, caution free through 89 laps. They are showing us how they get it done here at Richmond. Sheffield, when I look at Richmond on a schedule, I instantly think, oh, caution fest. Not tonight. Not in the Delta Camp Thursday night throwdown. These guys right now are showing us how it's done.
Yeah, Richmond, and you know, we talked about it in the ARCA series. You see all these guys cycle through the pit stops. We talked about in the ARCA series how easily that truck will get loose, and looks like Landon Lacey is back in the pits here. I'm not sure. Let's see what happens here. I don't know if the marshal got him there for speeding. What happened here? Have to look, see how long he stays in the pits here, Craig.
Yeah, tough break for Landon Lacey right now, coming back down for an unscheduled pit stop. We'll see if the tires go up, and they don't, and that looks like a disconnection. Maybe Landon Lacey has taken it back to the garage. So night is done early for your pole sitter and fastest in practice. Landon Lacey, as he will finish 7th tonight here at Richmond.
Yeah, as it cycles right now, he's sitting in the 7th position here. Up front is your championship leader coming into the race, Gabriel Ellison, with a 3-point lead coming in. You saw Landon Lacey take that pole position. That was 1 point that could have been taken by Dane Cruz or Gabriel Ellison here. You see the 49 machine, the 3rd place in championship points, working to the inside of the number 27 of Gabriel Ellison here, as he's going to get his lap back.
Clinton Sneed getting the lap back the hard way over Gabriel Ellison, but Gabriel Ellison out in front of Dane Cruz by 8.8 seconds. So right now, Gabriel Ellison really checked out on Dane Cruz and the rest of the field, because Robert Colgan sitting 3rd, and he looks like he is a lap down, Sheffield. So right now, lap number 94 out of 150. Still about a third of the race left to go. A lot of racing left. Anything can happen here.
Yeah, anything still can happen here from Richmond. You know, as we talked about, Dane Cruz now is sitting in 2nd place here. So your 2 points leaders coming in are now first and second as well here. Working lap number 95 from Richmond International Raceway. And the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Series here on Evolution Racing Network. We're going to take a quick commercial break, but you won't miss a minute of the actions. We're going to go side by side, and we'll be right back here on Evolution Racing Network.
With the Butt Kicker Gamer 2, what you see and what you hear is what you feel. Butt Kicker. The future is feeling.
Race fans, welcome back to Richmond International Raceway for the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Truck Series Championship race here on Evolution Racing Network. We're now 98 laps into the race. Your leader in the race, Gabriel Ellison, second as they run Dane Cruz in the 46 machine. Third is Robert Colgan in the 94 machine. Running fourth is the 20 of Brandon Zimmerman. Rounding out your top five, the 49 machine of Clinton Sneed.
Sheffield and Clinton Sneed has the freshest tire out of all of them, so we'll see. He's right now 20 seconds back from the race leader. We'll see what that time looks like in about 10, 15 laps. I'm assuming it'll shrink. I don't know if he's going to have enough time, though, to catch Gabriel Olsen.
Looks like Robert Colgan now is on pit lane here as well here on lap number 101 out of 150 here. See what he's electing to do here, maybe 4 fresh tires here for that number 94 machine. But going back up front, it is Gabriel Ellison with about a 9.5 second gap over Dane Cruz here in Richmond International.
Dane Cruz right now sitting in second, still has that damage from a lap 45 incident coming out of turn number 2. He scraped the wall, lost the lead to Gabriel Ellison, and ever since then, it's been a Gabriel Ellison show. Right now, he is checked out on Dane Cruz by about 10 seconds, Sheffield, and that little damage can hurt your night as it's showing right now on Dane Cruz.
Yeah, and he's, the important thing is he's still in the battle here. He's giving it everything he's got, because the race is, still got far from over, and anything can happen anytime here. You got to keep yourself in the hunt at all times.
You're absolutely correct. Well, a wise man once told me to never give up, and right now you can't, especially with a lot on the line. Anything can happen. I don't wish anything bad to happen to anyone, but for instance, Gabriel Ellison could cut a tire, or a water bottle could fall out. Anything could happen. It's iRacing. It's Richmond. It's, but Sheffield is a 10-second lead, so Gabriel Ellison's still looking pretty good.
Yeah, he's probably got that truck on cruise control right now. Got 45 laps left to go here. Still anybody's race here. Green flag race, 105 laps. Saw the full race of ARCA Series go green, flag to flag. Would not surprise me to see the same thing here as these guys put it on the line every week. Put on a great show. You see the difference in, most weeks in pit strategy tonight. Just a little bit of bad luck there for the 46 machine. A little contact coming out of turn 2, as you mentioned, on lap number 45. Was your leader at the time here. Sitting second, the championship coming in. Still has one drop race here, with 35 points. But as it sits right now, he's going to be scored with more points than that tonight. So, just got to keep in it, as you said. Never give up. Anything can happen. Looks like Forrest Bullen now is electing to come to pit road.
The number 2 of Forrest Bullen is coming down pit road. He's looking to get the 4 fresh tires and a full tank of Sunoco racing fuel for the last 43 laps here tonight. As a Neon Deuce rolling down pit road.
as you're gonna see, he's gonna make his stop here. Probably like to get 4 fresh fuel goods and a can of Sunoco racing fuel here. Lap number 108. Just get the top off here for the top this truck off here for the last bit of the run here. Take a look back at your lead here. Give you a rundown as the way they run. Gabriel Ellison, your leader here on lap number 109 of 150. Dane Cruz in the 46 machine running second. Third is Clinton Sneed, the number 49 machine. Fourth, Brandon Zimmerman, the number 20 machine. Running fifth, Robert Colgan, and the number 94 machine. Running sixth, Forrest Bullen, we just saw him pit lane there, and the number 2 machine. Seventh would be Landon Lacey. Eighth, Douglas Newbing, and ninth, Josh Clemens, who have all disconnected here. So it looks like we got 6 trucks still on the track here at lap 110 out of 150 here from Richmond International Raceway.
Gabriel Ellison gonna come up on a little bit of lap traffic of Brandon Zimmerman here in turn number 1. We'll see what happens as they exit out turn number 2, but he still has a lead over Dane Cruz of 11.5 seconds, and that's almost halfway around this track, Sheffield.
Yeah, that's almost halfway. You're looking about 33 to 23 seconds, so yeah, very close here to being about a half a lap ahead right now. As we talked about earlier, he's just got that truck on cruise control, and the damage really taking a toll on that 46 machine.
Ellison right now just cruising around, hoping that this thing goes green. Barring any caution right now, it's looking really good for the number 27 machine of Gabriel Ellison. They're on lap 113 out of 150, Sheffield. And what a heck of a season it's been for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. We've seen it all from Chicagoland, Talladega to Watkins Glen to come here tonight at Richmond, the short track. You don't see it in every league when they come to the short track of Richmond. Very fun to see. Such a technical track, such a driver's track. You really have to break in, roll a corner, not burn up too much tire with a loose car on exit. Man, these guys are really showing us how it's done.
Yeah, they show week after week, road course, short track, super speedways. These guys got the magic, and it's nothing but great things for these drivers and for this league in the future. I can see them just growing more and more and more over time here, and they got the winning formula here. Definitely put on a heck of a show. Can't wait to see how this is going to grow over the next few years. Absolutely.
As season 3 will be underway next year, any driver out there looking for a league, this is one that you want to be a part of. Get a hold of Clinton Sneed or Gabriel Ellison. These guys will get you where you want to be to race in the Delta Camp Presents Thursday Night Throwdown. Great group of guys. Heck of a job driving out here. Sheffield, not a lot of leagues that you go and see green flag pit stops week in, week out. These guys are top notch, I'd say.
Yeah, there's very few and far in between. You see, green flag racing week in and week out, and as you mentioned, Gabriel and Clinton do an excellent job running the league, making sure things are fair and on equal level week in and week out. They have an issue, they go ahead and hurry up and resolve it to make it as fair as possible. As we saw, one disconnect earlier in the season, there was a little trouble with the server. These guys went ahead, threw that caution, got everybody lined back up, tried to make it as fair where it didn't affect the outcome of the race. Had nobody disconnected. It's a great job overall from these guys.
At 119 out of 150, race leader still Gabriel Ellison over Dane Cruz, and Dane Cruz has had a heck of a season himself. Sheffield, he showed speed all year long. He just might come a little bit short, but tonight, nothing to hold your head on. A lot of momentum still in the number 46 Toyota Tundra Camp into season number 3, so we're expecting big things out of him next year.
Yeah, and we talked about Clinton Sneed having the fresher tires now. He's about 3.3 seconds behind Dane Cruz and that gap is closing here, so he may be battling for that second position from Dan Cruz before this race is over with.
Yeah, about 3 seconds, and then Dan Cruz is 14.5 seconds back from your race leader, Gabriel Ellison. Still a lot of racing left, Sheffield, as we have about 29 laps. Anything can happen. We've seen it. One car could get just a little bit loose, throw a caution, will re-rack, restack. But right now, so far, so good, as they're on 122 out of 150.
Yeah, lap 122 out of 150. That'll give them about 28 to go this time by at the line. Your leader, Gabriel Ellison, took the leader right around lap number 47. Your pole sitter coming in tonight, Landon Lacey, might have run into a little trouble on pit road, has disconnected here, had a fast truck in practice, had a fast truck in the race. You saw those, Gabriel Ellison, Dan Cruz, and Landon Lacey pretty much just running 1, 2, and 3, battling back and forth there for the first 45, 50 laps here. We've seen all of our leaders basically pit about halfway through. Clinton Sneed electing to pit about lap 87, so he does have the freshest rubber out of the three, and he's closed the gap now to Dan Cruz to about 1.9 seconds. So still got about 27 laps to go here from Richmond. This gap's going to close up more and more because, as we mentioned earlier, a little bit of damage on that 46 machine is definitely not helping his night.
Laps are taken away quick here at Richmond tonight for the championship night for the Delta Camp Thursday night throwdown. That's your race leader right there, Gabriel. Also the number 27, Sneak Competition Design, Toyota Tundra. Man, he's had a good season too. I look back at the close finish at Atlanta they had by hundredths of a second. Just everything, the puzzle pieces that he's put together. Gabriel Ellison really had a terrific season all year long, Sheffield, as right now he's showing that the number 27 is still in dominant fashion.
Yeah, we've seen quite a few drivers from season one come back in season two. Some of these guys doing double header week after week after week. So, as we mentioned, Clint Sneed, your ARCA champ, has run pretty much every race week after week as a double header, unless he had a disconnect issue. I believe it was last week or week before we missed him in the ARCA series. But you see a lot of these drivers from season one just constantly, you see them moving up further and further and further, and watching these guys' skills just get better week and week and week out. And they're already top-notch guys here, able to run tracks like Richmond, 150 laps, 100 laps, green flag runs at all these different tracks. Put these trucks as close to each other as they do and not have the cautions.
Sheffield, you bring up a great point, because not everyone can go out here at Richmond and run clean. It's such a technical track. It's hard braking. You're messing with your brake bias all race long. Putting it back, pushing it forward. You have to have the right steering ratio. Everything has to line up. The stars really have to align, and right now the stars are aligned for the number 27, Gabriel Ellison.
Yeah, and we talk about it. In different leagues, you have a multitude of talent of drivers. You got some guys that are good on short run, some guys that are good on long run, and this really is a multitude of both. If you can master the short run speed here early to get the position you need to be in, and be able to just have the long run ability to know what your tires are going to do, the tire wear, how it's going to affect your truck, and to find that balance between the two. A lot of racers in the league you see a lot of guys that can go in and run fast 10 laps and then the tires drop off. That's the thing with these races. They're not sprints here, and these guys really put in the work, really put in the practice. I'm highly impressed with this league and the way they show week after week.
Absolutely, Sheffield. As we were talking about it, Clinton Sneed, the tires are paying off as he got the job done over Dan Cruz. So Clinton Sneed goes to P number 2. And Chef, you bring up a good point with the long run speed. On Tuesday nights or any race night, I get in the Discord with my guys. Everyone's like, "Oh, I'm not the fastest. I'm not good here." it doesn't matter about one lap. The race isn't one lap long. Go out there, get a long run in, get the feel for the car, try to save tires. Don't go out there, burn it up. Yes, get your qualifying lap down because that's crucial. You want to qualify good, but to really feel the car on a long run, that's where it's going to pay dividends, and it pays dividends right here for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdowns. They're showing it right now. They're still caution-free as we're getting down to crunch time here, Sheffield. It's going to be 16 to go this time back.
Yeah, and you bring up another good point here, too, that, you talk about qualifying speed. Yes, you got to go out there and qualify good. If it's a tight track, you can qualify up towards the front. If it's a track, the position's going to mean a lot like Bristol. Where you run, especially, with that preferred lane, the high group, is going to have a huge effect on your night. It's going to be harder to pass cars, etc. So if you can run that fast line, and, we talk about it here. We haven't talked about it too much tonight. But there's another factor here at Richmond, that clean air is a huge factor here as well, as well as draft tracks. Draft tracks, you want to be the guy out front because that air and the aerodynamic car, especially depending on what car you're running or what truck you're running, really has an effect on the cars behind you. Yeah, you're going to burn more fuel, but there's multiple factors that come into play at all these tracks. And these guys that really put in the time, like you see in these series here, on Thursday night, really put it in and make it look easy.
They're making it look really easy here tonight, Sheffield. It's Gabriel Olsen right now over Clinton Sneed, a 19-second lead as the 49 machine sitting in P number 2 over Dane Cruz. Dane Cruz is your second place in points right now, trying to chase down a championship. His night might be just a little short, but still that momentum will go into season number 3, Sheffield. I feel like we're going to be talking a lot of Dane Cruz here in the upcoming months.
Yeah, just missing it by a little bit, it brings that hunger. It makes you that more hungry for it because you were that close. You're going to push that a little bit harder. You're going to take, this season and move forward to the next with the lessons learned, Hey, what can I do better next season? I was just so close this season, but that shows you what those 1-2 points every week can do. As we mentioned, the ARCA series, you've got to run it out to the end. That 1 point may not seem like a lot in week 1 or week 2, but when you get down to the last race of the season, and separation of 3 points can make a huge difference.
Now, Gabriel Ellison coming down the back straightaway, and the car in front of him is that number 46 of Dane Cruz. As right now, Dane Cruz looking just a little bit loose, and he realizes that his hopes and dreams are coming to an end tonight, Sheffield. But 10 laps to go here. Anything can happen still. You still have to be hopeful as that 46 is still out there chugging along.
Yeah, it's still giving it everything he's got. The hopes are slowly dashing here, now coming to 9 to go here. Heck of an effort. Gabriel Olsen just got the truck tonight to beat here at Richmond. You see the 46 a little loose there. Gabriel Olsen's going to be running down the 46 here. Right now we're sitting with 3 trucks now on the lead lap.
Coming out turn number 4, Gabriel Ellison will get 7 laps to go this time by. 8 laps to go here at Richmond for our championship night here at ERN as they come down the back straightaway. The Delta Camp presents Thursday Night Throwdown has been excellent all season long. Just like to say a final thank you to all the league admins to let us ride on board. It's been a blast every single week. As right now, Gabriel Ellison is looking to put Dane Cruz a lap down.
Yeah, 10 weeks, season has just flown by. I looked and I was like, oh, wait a minute, we're already halfway through the season, and here we are. Seems like a week later, we're at the end of the season here. Season number 2 of this series with, like I said earlier, as you see the 46, that's the respect in this league. Lets the leader go by. Even though he knows, hey, that's the guy I'm in the points championship battle with. He's got the truck to beat here tonight. I got damage. I'm just going to let him go on by here. And that's the respect level you see in this league, and you don't find it everywhere, but you can definitely see it week in and week out here.
5 laps to go this time by from Richmond International Speedway. As right now we're looking at a little bit of a battle, or that's Clinton Sneed sitting second, and that's Forrest Bolin. He's racing with there. Forrest Bolin is looking like he's in position number 6. So right now Clinton Sneed, it's looking like he's about to finish P2. So pretty good night for Clinton Sneed. He wins the championship in the ARCA series and then coming to the truck series and finishing second. I say that's a pretty solid night.
Yeah, I mean, to be championship champion in one series and third, it looks like he's going to finish here tonight for the championship to run second in the championship race. So he's got a win and a second here on Thursday night. I would take that any day of the week. I mean, a grueling 250 laps he's been put in here just in race tonight here at Richmond. And then the practice on top is, ooh, you see the 27 there. Get a little slippery there. Coming off 1 and 2. He's only got 2 laps to go. Popsicle sticks will be in the air this time for the number 27 machine of Gabriel Ellison.
These will be the slowest laps of Gabriel Ellison's night. We did see him get a little loose coming out turn number 2. He doesn't want to do that again as he's rolling the number 26 down the back straightaway. It's going to be 2 laps to go. Sheffield here for the Delta Cam Thursday night throwdown.
Yeah, it looks like Gabriel Ellison is going to be able to complete the job here. He's going to get the white flag here from Richmond International Speedway, and the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday night Throwdown Truck Series here on Evolution Racing Network. Great season here. It's coming down the backstretch for the final time from Richmond International Raceway under the lights here. Here we go, Craig. Last time in 3 and 4.
Gabriel coming out turn number 4 for the final time will get the checkered flag. The man of the hour, Gabriel Ellison, will get the win for the Delta Cam Thursday night throwdown, and he will win the championship for these guys. Sheffield, what a dominating performance as the fireworks are going off. Clinton Sneed coming home second, and Dane Cruz round out your podium finish in P3.
That will be a back-to-back championship there for Gabriel Ellison. He's going to come to the checkered flag here. Just going to wait here. I'm sure he's going to get his victory burnouts going here. As we mentioned, coming into this, Gabriel Ellison had about a 3-point lead over Dane Cruz. Dane Cruz will be able to secure second position here in the points, and that's going to put Clinton Sneed, your second place finisher here tonight in Richmond, with third place in the points here. As we mentioned earlier, great series, great watching. And, you know, this came down to the winner of a race in both series here.
Absolutely. No doubt in my mind that these guys know how to get it done. And right now he's burning it down for the fans. Gabriel Ellison, the number 27, Sneed Competition Designs, will get the checker flag here tonight. The championship, as they go nose to nose with teammates. Burn it down here in Richmond.
Well, you know that team is celebrating here. They got the ARCA Series Championship and the Truck Series Championship here locked up here tonight. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and when we get back, we're going to be talking to your top 3 here from Richmond International Raceway, and the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown here live on Evolution Racing Network. We will be right back.
Folds of honor above my garage 13 years ago because 90% of spouses and children of killed or disabled U.S. service members receive no federal education assistance. Our mission has never wavered. We honor their sacrifices by educating their legacy.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thank you for supporting the Fold of Honor.
Thanks to you, I will be a construction engineer.
An elementary school teacher.
Thank you for helping me fulfill my dream of going to med school.
We're able to award these scholarships because patriots like you refuse to turn your back on the cost of freedom. Join the Folds of Honor Squadron today. Your $13 a month will help ensure we never turn military families away. This is your call to duty.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for supporting the Folds of Honor.
Thanks to people like you, I know my dad is not forgotten.
To build a new website or redesign your existing site, you have 2 options. You can start by learning HTML, CSS, JavaScript, SEO, SQL, CMS, well, you get the idea. Or you can be smarter and look for someone who is a professional in web design like Sneed Competition Design. We are experienced in building quality websites for our clients. We always start with strategy and planning to build a clear vision about what you need. Your website will then be passed on to the design and development phase, where we will ensure that you get a fully responsive design that is easy to use regardless of any device using the latest tools in web development. Contact us today, and let's talk about accelerating your business to the next level by creating a complete online solution.
All right, race fans, welcome back to Richmond International Raceway, and the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Truck Series here. Championship race, 150 laps, green flag, no surprise. Craig, quick rundown. What do you think of the race tonight?
It was a great race. The sparks were flying for sure. It was a good race, good battle all night long. Gabriel Ellison dominated from the later half of the race. Congratulations to all those guys there, the 27 camp. But let's see if we can go talk to the man who finished second in points and third in the race here tonight, Dane Cruz. Dane Cruz, this is Craig Burns and Michael Sheffield up in the booth. You got a copy?
I got you.
Dane, well, the first about 43 laps looked promising. You had the truck setting sail there, and then lap 43 came around. You get a little scrape. Tough break for you tonight. Nothing to hang your hat on, though, finishing third and then second in the points. After that little scrape of the wall, how did the truck handle for the rest of the night?
It was really tight, and the tires were burnt off before that, so there's really nothing I could have done. I just kind of put my focus on just finishing the race and riding around. It's really disappointing, but there's really no one to blame except for myself, losing talent like that. So it's not the first time that'll happen. It won't be the last time for me, but at least we can come home second in the championship and third on the track. So I guess I can be proud of that, I guess.
Absolutely. Nothing to hang your hat on, Dane. And we were talking about it during the broadcast. So we're going to be looking forward to you in season 3. Very promising. You showed speed all season long. Very excited to see you out there for season number 3 for the Delta Cam Thursday Night Throwdown. It's tough finishing second for sure. Any goals that you have for the next season? Any tracks that you're looking forward to, or anything else like that?
I'm obviously the goal. Got to go win the championship again. I think I can make a better run at it next season. I don't know. I just need to eliminate a lot of the small mistakes I made this season that cost me quite a bit. So, and figure out how to save my tires better. But I don't really know what else I can do to beat Gabriel. He's done a great job all season. Congrats to him. But man, I just feel like I missed out by a little bit tonight.
Dane, well, we look forward to you next season. Shake it off, recover, bounce back. Looking forward to seeing you next year. But before we let you go, anyone you'd like to shout out, thank you, I love you?
I want to thank Denice Designs, making my paint scheme, Surfshark, Glitch Energy, Dream Clothing, all of them sponsoring me all season, and Precision Plus Race Setups, can't forget them. So all those guys, I appreciate them riding along with me all season.
All right, Dane. Well, you go have a good weekend, and we'll talk to you soon.
Thank you.
Well, there you heard it. Our third place finisher here from Richmond International Raceway tonight. Second points. You heard him there. You came in. Yeah, he came in here at 3 points behind. Gave it everything he had. Nothing to be ashamed of. Don't hang your head low over that, because it happens to everybody. Best thing you can do is just put it behind you and move forward. Season 3, he said, make notes of what little things happen here and improve on the next season. That's all you can do.
Yeah, Dane showed speed all season long. He's gonna be a contender here for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. He was definitely laying it out on the line, giving it everything he could give. So I'm very excited to see his bright future ahead of him. A little upset tonight, Sheffield, but that's racing. It's hard coming home second. But right now, let's see if we can talk to the second place finisher in the number 49, Clinton Sneed.
Hey, Clinton, this is Michael and Craig up in the booth. Got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys.
Well, let's see. You win the ARCA race, you win the championship. You come in the truck series, you finish second and third place in the championship points. I'd say it was a great night for you overall. How was the truck out there tonight?
Yeah, we'll call it a win overall on the night. Happy to see my teammate Gabe pull off the Truck Series championship as well. My truck was tight the whole night. I don't know if I messed up something with the brake bias or something, but I could not get it to turn. So just had to take it real easy through the corner and wait for it to come around and then ease back on the throttle. But yeah, it ended up working out. A little bit of attrition there. I think Dane got in the wall, and then Landon had a penalty or something there. So, we'll take second place and hopefully improve on it for next season.
Yeah, we saw you pit, about 11 or 12 laps difference than the front two, Gabriel's and Dan Cruz. So we knew you were going to have a little bit fresher tires there. I was watching the times there. Saw you closing the gap, and as you mentioned, Dane had a little damage there from lap number 46. Just was never able to recover there. Damage did itself, but he did a great job of just staying in the battle all night long, not giving up. But looking forward to next season here, we've seen you, as I mentioned, in the ARCA series, really come to light heavily this season. Saw you as a long run car and truck last season. This season you had a couple races, you jumped out to the front, able to maintain, find that balance here. What are you looking forward to in the future as far as tracks and more challenges?
Yeah, I think overall, I just, me personally, I just need a little more speed on the front side. I mean, like tonight, Gabe and Dane and those guys, they jumped out to a big lead. Compared to me, and some of it was a little bit me trying to figure out what was going on with it being so tight. But yeah, if I had more speed on the front side and could keep it on the back side like I seem to be able to do, then that would be a big improvement for next season. But hopefully we'll keep plugging along here in the Thursday night throwdown and get some more guys and have some more nice clean racing. I mean, we've had not many cautions at all season in either series, so we've got a great league going, and hopefully we can keep it going.
Well, as like I told you earlier, I think you got the winning formula here. Great talent pool, great racing, and everybody coming the season, great talent, and you just see people expanding on, getting better, everybody getting better week after week, and that contributes to those long green flag runs. Really help these guys, and from what we see, outside looking in, these guys get in and help each other. Everybody puts in the practice laps. Everybody puts in the time, and that's the key thing here. I think you and Gabriel got a good basis here. Look forward to what comes in the future for you and for the leagues as well. But right now, we're going to give you the microphone here, let you give any shout-outs, thank yous to any sponsors, families, friends out there that may be watching here. Microphone's all yours, Clinton.
Yeah, I mean, echoing what I said in the ARCA race, huge thanks to John at Delta Cam for stepping on board and being the presenting sponsor for Thursday Night Throwdown. Thanks to SimRacerHub.com for sponsoring the Pole Award all season. It's a awesome resource for stats and league management and points and all that stuff. So if you're a league admin or something, be sure to check it out. Thanks to Sneak Competition Design for providing the paint schemes and stuff for the 423 Racing Group. Also thanks to Freshly Picked Design Company for being on board this 49 machine this season. And thanks also to Evolution Racing Network for putting on the great broadcasts each and every week. And last but not least, shout out again to Gabe, my teammate, for wrapping up the championship here in the truck series.
Well, we're going to let your team, you go celebrate with the rest of the team here. We're going to steal away Gabe for a few minutes here, talk to the champion, but hope you have a great night. Enjoy y'all's celebration here. It was just, y'all deserved it this season here to bring home the ARCA and the truck series here. So congratulations once again, Clinton, and hopefully we get a chance to talk to you soon.
Thanks again, Michael.
Well, there you go. Your second place finisher here from Richmond in the race here tonight, in third place overall in the points championship, but he brings home the ARCA championship tonight.
Yeah, the momentum train is rolling in the 49 camp of Clinton Sneed. I'm telling you what, for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown, the future is bright. Sheffield, a lot of good things are going to happen in the next year. It's growing. Can't wait to be a part of that, Sheffield. But let's see if we can talk to the man of the hour, the champion of Gabriel Olsen. Gabriel Olsen, this is Craig Burns and Michael Sheffield up in the booth. You got a copy?
Gotcha.
Gabe, well, hats off on the championship. The celebration is starting. You started off the season winning back-to-back Nashville, Iowa. Little hiccup at Talladega. Your brother got the win there. And then Dover, you get the win. A 5-win season this year. Total domination performance. Just want to say congratulations. But to go here tonight, you had a battle of Fast Lane and Lacey and then Dane Cruz. How was the truck feeling after about on the tires?
Yeah, man, it got pretty tight throughout the run. Dane got into the wall there. I hate that for him because we had a pretty good battle shaping up there. I caught up to him a little bit, but catching him and passing him was a lot different. Especially the truck was pretty tight. Passing was not going to be easy, but truck being tight, I think that got him into the wall a little bit. But been a great season, great battle with Dane throughout the whole thing. Come down to the very last race, so you love to have competition like that. And after I qualified, I think fourth, I wasn't feeling super confident, I'm not going to lie. So it was really good to come out with the win there and with a clean truck.
Absolutely, Gabriel. You made it look easy out there tonight for the Delta Camp Thursday Night Throwdown. Going on to next season, Gabe, any goals besides, you're back-to-back champion? Is there anything you'd like to achieve more? I mean, you have a 50% win record here this season alone. You're doing a heck of a job. The momentum train is rolling, that's for sure. But any goals that you would like to see further on into next season?
Yeah, we don't have a next season announced yet. We're probably gonna do something, but it's gonna be a little bit. But when that does come around, I love to get 3 in a row, obviously. So just keeping the momentum. I'm not sure what our next season is gonna look like or when that will be, but when it does come around, biggest thing is just for the core group of guys that we've had here. We've had really clean racing all season, and in both trucks and ARCA. So I really think we do have a good core group of guys here that are respectful on track and in the chat and everything. So I really am looking forward to when we do get everything together.
Well, when you figure that out, let us know because we're excited for it. You do have a great group of guys, a lot of respect out there. We see that week in, week out, great racing every single week. We get excited coming here Thursday night to watch you guys throw it down. But before we let you go celebrate with your team, I know you guys have a lot of celebrating to do over there. Anyone you'd like to shout out? Thank you. I love you.
Yeah, huge shout out to everybody that was on our 423 racing team, Clinton, Mitch, Forrest, and we had Landon Condra in there a couple times. Huge shout out to those guys, like racing with them. And thanks to everybody that raced with us this season. Thanks to you guys for doing this great broadcast for us. And a huge shout out to Delta Camshaft. Guy over there, he's got COVID right now, so hoping he makes a swift recovery. And huge shout out to Sim Racer Hub as well for sponsoring the pole award this season. And I think that's it.
Once again, hats off to you guys in the 27 camp. You guys did a heck of a job. Go celebrate with your team. Have a good weekend. Hopefully to hear from you guys soon. Yeah, enjoy.
Appreciate you guys. Thanks.
There you hear it first from your Season 2 champion here, Gabriel Ellison here. Great momentum going forward to whatever they decide to do here and when they decide to do it for the next season.
Absolutely, Sheffield. The momentum snowball effect is just it's rolling. The train is full tilt. You know, like I said earlier, he started off the season with 2 wins. Then brother gets the win at Talladega, so that's Ellison 3 in a row. Watkins Glen stole one away from his teammate. You know, and then tonight he goes out there, dominate performance, green flag. So Gabriel Ellison's future is very bright as well.
Oh yeah, we're gonna take a quick look here at your final order here from the DeltaCam.com presents Thursday Night Throwdown Truck Series here from Richmond International Raceway. Your race winner, championship winner here, Gabriel Ellison, we just heard from. Clinton Sneed comes home second in number 49 machine, finishes third in points. Dane Cruz, a little contact with the all-wall early, was a tough contender coming into tonight. Had a little tough luck here, gather it back up, get ready for the next season or whenever they start here. He finishes third. Fourth is Brandon Zimmerman in the number 20 machine, finishing fifth. Robert Colgan in the number 94.
Coming home sixth is the number 2 of Forrest Boland. Coming home seventh is number 53 of Landon Lacey. Coming home coming home eighth. This is number 98, Douglas Newbing. And around your field tonight for the Delta Cam Thursday Night Throwdown here at Richmond was the number 33 of Joshua Clemens.
Well, another great season in the books here for Thursday Night Throwdown. Nothing short of what we expected. Great racing week after week. Green flag racing pretty much week after week. Very limited cautions here at both the ARCA and the Truck Series. Winning formula here definitely for years to come. I don't know how else to summarize it, Craig.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Sheffield. These guys are great. The driving is outstanding. They got a lot of competition in there between Gabriel Ellison, Clint Sneed, Dane Cruz. You know, don't count out Forrest Boland. Landon Lacey was looking fast. Joshua Clemens is always up in the mix. You know, and we see drivers every week show speed. So this is a league. If anyone out there is looking for a league, this is the top-notch league that you want to be in. And hopefully we get the word on season 3 because I'm excited, Sheffield.
And I want to make sure to one more time thank all of the league sponsors here. Delta Cam Chefs was your title sponsor here. Sim Racer Hub, and I also want to say thanks to Sneak Competition Designs. I can't forget about our broadcast partners here, Folds of Honor, near and dear, as everyone knows, to my heart here. Great veteran charity, military charity that gives scholarships to the families of fallen soldiers and also to the families of disabled veterans here. Do a lot of great work for the military veteran community. I also want to thank, shout out to Butt Kicker here. Definitely carries things to the next level. Definitely check them out. Another level of immersion. Love the product. A lot of people I know run it. I've got one. I love mine, along with I'm sure I believe you've got one as well, Craig. Can't say enough about all those sponsors, both the league and our broadcast partners.
Absolutely, Sheffield, and a big thank you to everyone here for the Delta Cam Thursday Night Throwdown, the league admins for inviting us to ride on board for this exciting season. It's been a blast. Yeah, can't wait to see what the next page turns, and hopefully it's a good one.
Well, and thank all of our fans out there for watching here. You know, I've really enjoyed these last 2 seasons here with Craig. See what happens here in the near future. But as far as ER Evolution Racing Network, our next broadcast will be Tuesday night for the RSR Cup Series from Daytona International Speedway at 8:55. We'll be live on Facebook with Ryan Ezell. So that's going to be a great broadcast. And actually, me and Craig will be in the race for Tuesday night. So definitely come check us out. We certainly appreciate all the viewers out there, all the subscribers. But any final thoughts here, Craig?
Just a hats-off season. Congratulations to Gabriel Ellison on a back-to-back dominating performance championship for the 27 crew. Sheffield, That's all I gotta say. It's been fun. It's been enjoyable, and I've learned a lot over the course of the 10 weeks.
Well, as I told you before, Craig, always a pleasure working with you. Hopefully we can do it again here soon in the future. We'll see what comes down the road here for these guys, and that's maybe what's their future plans here. But until then, for Craig Burns, this is Michael Sheffield on Evolution Racing Network. Hope to catch you guys soon.
Cheers, boys.